Crash Bandicoot World is a 3D fan game created by Ali Al-Hakim, previously known for his Crash Underwater fan games. I have not really played those, but this new one caught my attention. It is a surprisingly functional and inventive fan game, although it suffers from a lot of bugs and a lack of polish. Nevertheless, this game surprised me positively, so let's go over the pros and cons. Crash Bandicoot Worlds follows the classic Crash formula. Go through levels jumping on platforms, avoiding enemies and traps, and collecting shiny rocks at the end. Crash controls surprisingly well, at least most of the time. He moves pretty precisely and it's easy to land your jumps. However, the collisions in this game are really bad at times. Things can feel sticky, slippery and awkward, but when they do work, the platforming is actually quite fun. It even has controller support and my Nintendo Switch controller works great with it. There's no Aku masks, so you only have one hit point, which makes the game quite challenging. Thankfully, you can easily restart the level at any time, so that helps a lot. The classic crate mechanics are also there, and the moving platforms make for fun and challenging moments. The environments have some interactive elements like these fire hydrants. Extra details like this are always appreciated, as they make the levels feel more alive. Crash also wears different hats throughout the game, which I think is pretty cute. The boss battles are absolutely hilarious and creative. There's some unique mechanics and concepts that I've never seen before in a Crash game, and while they are not executed or polished in the best way possible, they still manage to be entertaining. There's moments when I can see what Ali was attempting to do, but it's not quite there yet. The game uses the scrapped Crystal's Wrath fan game model. The animations are simple, but do the job just fine. The game is a mix of a lot of different graphical assets from various sources, and as such, it does look messy. But there are some nice lighting effects and color choices here and there. For instance, I really like this sunset at the city and this dark winter environment. Some particle effects are pretty, others are all over the place. Levels also tend to be kind of empty and void of background elements. Basically, some levels look much better than others. It's a really mixed bag. The music is just various Crash songs. This game could have used some original remixes, but I know it can be difficult to find the right person for the job. Sound effects are also from different Crash games and they're just fine, but some sounds are way too loud. Some sections are also very quiet, and I wish there were more sounds to enhance the atmosphere and gameplay. Some lack of sound might have been due to a bug, but who knows. There's not much of a story here. Cortex is back with another evil scheme to conquer the world, and Crash has to collect crystals and gems to stop him. What that scheme is, only Cortex knows, I guess. There are funny little cutscenes sprinkled throughout, and I think there was a missed opportunity here to make some kind of a plot for the game. There are certainly elements of a plot, like Crash and Cortex are accidentally transported into Coco's brain at the end, but there's no overarching story to speak of. Overall, Crash Bandicoot Worlds is a finished 3D Crash fan game, and that's definitely something, as most 3D fan game projects have gotten cancelled or are of very poor quality. Albeit buggy and visually mixed, Worlds is a fan game that is actually fun to play through. There's some good attention to detail and some neat little bits here and there that are very in character with the Crash franchise. I can tell Ali Al-Hakim had a lot of fun making this game. I understand how incredibly difficult it is to create a game like this on your own, and for that he's got my respect. It's a breath of fresh air to see something this fun and finished, even though it's not really saying much considering how many failed 3D Crash fan games are out there. The game is made with this tongue-in-cheek attitude, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it succeeds in being somewhat original and creative enough that you want to see the whole thing through and laugh your ass off while doing it. And for me, those are definitely markers of a good fan game.